volatility. Hey, what's up, Chad? How are you doing? We have a little bit of volatility, and yeah, this afternoon's live stream, Central European time, was very short. We were online for about 30 minutes, so I was like, you know, we got some price action. Let me go live now as well, but this time for 45 minutes, so pretty much in total about an hour 15 of live content with you. So let's analyze the chart. In case you haven't seen my hoodie yet in the afternoon, this is one of the giveaways. I'll have 5 hoodies, 5 t-shirts, 5 caps, all Koens branded, 10 silver members, 3 diamonds, 10 golds, and a present for everyone as well. But I please urge you to actually not reach 10K tonight. In case you are here and you're interested to sub, you know, make sure your sub counts tomorrow, because tomorrow I have the whole day. I can be live. I'm going to go live at the usual time around 2-3 p.m. Central European time, so that America wakes up and Asia is still in the evening, so that most of the people can be there with regards to the giveaway. If you want to participate in the giveaway, the upper link in the description. You might have to refresh your website now, the stream, because I only entered it during the countdown. So if you were early, you will miss it. But if you want to participate in the raffle and the giveaway, make sure to comment something below that video. Just watch the video, it's 1 minute, and then comment something. I saw all the comments. It warms my heart to read all of the comments that you have written below that video. Brought a smile on my face, and I was going through the comments with my wife next to me as well. Yeah, it's amazing. Very thankful for all of you. Okay, so let's go over the chart, shall we? What's up, everyone? In this live stream, of course, we always start saying hi. Then we go over the analysis, Elliott Wave analysis, of course, with a little bit of volatility on the chart, and yeah, then we go back into chatting and Q&A and have some fun, right? So how you doing? Serega Biscu Arbuzni Sok, what's up, man? I saw your message. Still have to reply, of course. By the way, good luck with your project as well. But yeah, be in touch, Bina, what's up? Adrian alias Serega, second time. Mr. Dev, welcome. Trading Queen, Pistachio. Kuman, exactly. Raccoon, Kuman, anything with Koen and I listen. Jeroen, Ian, what's up? Yellow Yup Candles, welcome. Gustav Coffeeholic. Weekends aren't that quiet anymore. No, there is some volatility. Halving and all that stuff. Andy, how you doing? Coffeeholic. Rudy, hope you have a nice Saturday. Yeah, so far so good. Had a great Saturday so far. So also thanks to all of you. Christian, what's up? You're my trading teacher. Appreciate that, man. Hopefully I can teach you the good stuff and also the bad stuff, because that is eventually the biggest lessons arguably that you're going to learn in trading comes from the mistakes you're making. So if I can avoid you making certain mistakes by using my bad examples that I had in the past, then I'm a happy man. So okay, we go through the analysis again. Start on the 4-hour. Don't really want to start on the weekly. We just quickly zip through the couple of scenarios I have. Some things have changed with regards to the 15-minute as well as actually the 4-hour charts. So it's good to start on the 4-hour again, and then we take it from there. Though, so yeah, John, welcome. Good to have you here. No, John, please not. I can't do giveaways now. I'm gonna chill with my wife as well after the live stream at 9 p.m. which is in 39 minutes. We are now at 9,956. So yeah. Okay. Let me remove the pinned comment now, and I will put the pinned comment on if we are in danger of reaching 10K, but I don't really think that's gonna happen. So good stuff, by the way. Welcome, man. Welcome. Immediately kicking off the stream with Gustav joining the second step on the podium. What's up, Gustav? Cheers. Welcome. And this is, of course, your 3rd month now, the golden badge. You know how it works. In case you are not yet, I'm not sure if you are already or still a member. If not, make sure to send me an email with your details again, right? so that I can get you sorted, man. So what do you think the move? Okay, never mind. We're going to start on the weekly time frame. So sunrise, I can answer your question. Dumpy Booty Boy, especially for you, my friend. Hi, Koens, if we got 5 ways up, then the low is in, right? Let's cover the lower time frames. Bettina, Greg, how you doing? And pleasure, Brahim, pleasure. Okay, we're going to start on the weekly, as I can imagine that Sunrise is not the only person with a question about what is happening on the weekly time frame. So what do you think? The move from 15 to 73K already ended on a fifth wave, and now we are multi-month correction. The answer for that is no, but I like to explain in a bit more detail what we're looking for, right? So yeah. By the way, red candle, CVD moves up. There is some absorption of market longs here with limit shorts. Yeah, interesting price action. It's the weekend, and I do want to say this, like, it is weekend, and generally I'm not a big fan of starting wave 3s in the weekend. So I would actually prefer to like range between like whatever 67 and where we are now here, potentially, if we are bullish, putting in a couple of 1-2s before we eventually lift off, potentially next week, or a flat A, B, C, and then up. But I'll get to that. You know, we're gonna chat about that. So weekly time frame first. We go to the weekly time frame because of a question in chat from Sunrise, so that everyone is aligned with what we are looking for. Candle Daddy, how you doing? Dumpy Booty Boy, that is absolutely correct, but I actually don't want to hit 10K tonight. Would be nice to have it tomorrow, because then I can do the giveaways. I can't do them right now. So then we can do everything in one stream. So I only allow all of you to go to 9,999. Okay, let's start. We are live now for, I need to know this, 10 minutes. Perfect. So, okay, I know. There we go. Wait. I want to refresh my page just to be sure that everything is going to run smoothly, as I did notice a little bit of lag when I was moving around my screen, and I do know that refreshing TradingView does help with that as well. So cool. What's up, product of me? Welcome. Okay, so now we are at probably minute 11. 20 seconds left for minute 11, then we're gonna start. Then we are going to start with the analysis. Feels like television. When I was a host on ESPN, we had a countdown in my ear, you know, like through the in-ear. And then it's, okay, live. And then you just got to be there. Okay, 11 minutes reach. Bullish scenario on the weekly time frame, Sunrise. This one has the highest probability at the moment, where we're looking for a double 1, 2, 3 is in, looking for 4 and continuation to the upside in a wave 5. But then we are finishing the higher degree, wave 3. So in other words, we are then looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where this is going to be your multi-month correction in your 4 before another push in 5. And this wave 5 in green would then finish the impulse of the wave 3, right? Now the common target for your wave 4 is between the 0.236 to the 0.5, taken from the low of 2 to the high of 3. You can see the target area on the screen, right? 63.3K to 53.3K, and the invalidation is the 0.618 at 49.3K. Now, because wave 1 and 3 are quite similar in length, the probabilities for a potential extended 5 do increase, but I like to urge you that it is not an increase as in like, 80% chance, right? It's actually quite rare, very rare to have an extended wave of 5 in an impulse. So therefore, naturally, the most common impulse would be a regular 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a normal 5, instead of having an extended 5 to much higher targets. But it is something we keep in mind. However, if price takes this high and we look for price to move towards the upside, we just observe the candles, see what happens, and if price extends, it extends, right? So, Dumpy Booty Boy, cheers, mate. Yeah, appreciate it. So this is the highest probability scenario, where then, of course, the currently lower probability scenario from an Elliott Wave point of view is a flat structure. Regular flat here, A, B, C. Now, by itself, a regular flat has a lower probability then an expanding flat. And an expanding flat wave B, and then an A, B, C, is this target here. The 1.236 to the 1.38 from the high to the low, 98k to 122k. So that is actually the most common target for a flat, as an expanding flat is the most common flat. This target here is a regular flat target, 69k to 74k, as you can see here. And if this would be the high, and we are looking for a move down, then your target area for C in a regular flat is the 1 to the 1.236 taken from the high to the low of A to the high of B. 16.5k, 11.6k, extension target the 1.618, 6.5k, best support between 10 and 9k, golden pocket from the low to the high, and a multi-year value area with the value area high inside that golden pocket. Now, another reason why this has a lower probability, besides it being a regular flat, is also, and there's a couple of more things. I don't want to go in too much detail, but if this is a three-wave structure, as we're looking for a three-wave in B, wave C is very extended, and also in a WXY, your wave Y is extended. So because you passed the 1.618 from the low to the high to the low here with this move up, right? Trend-based sub extension. Let me put it on the chart so that at least you know. Right, so as we are very close, actually didn't yet pass it, to the 1.618, probabilities are higher for a wave 3 compared to a wave C. But more importantly is that 1.618, just shown, has actually a high probability of being hit, because on the 4-hour chart, if wave B is finished in the bear market, or in the bearish scenario, and this is a big impulse down, the 886 taken from the high to the low of 1 is a rare target for a wave 2. You know it by now. Common for B or X, increasing probabilities. This is a wave C or Y to the downside, which in turn increases probabilities to move up at a later stage. And also this move down counts better as a correction compared to an impulse. So let's then talk about the bullish scenarios, which have the higher probability in this range. We have here a finished regular flat, which is the most bullish scenario, where your wave C is already in, and we look for price to move towards the upside, right? Now that then means that on the 1-hour time frame, again, most bullish scenario is that you have your wave 1, your wave 2 is finished, and you go up for a 3. Now the most common target for a wave 2, and mind you, I do have a scenario coming up where you're still moving towards the downside. The most common target for a wave 2 is the 05 to the 786 area, 62.5k to 60.8k. Inside this area, we have some additional support, a 1-hour order block in combination with some other interesting stuff in the area of 61.7 to 62k. Also below that support, we have this red line, which is the point of control of this little bit of the chart at 61.1k. A less common target for wave 2 is the 382 in very strong trending markets. That can be a target, as it always can be a target. It's just probability-wise a less common target for a wave 2. We did touch it over here, as you can see, so it is a valid bounce, valid low for a potential wave 2. And then we, of course, look for continuation to the upside in a wave 3, which would be the most bullish scenario, as a wave 3 is usually the biggest, most extended wave in an impulse. Now, mind you, it is still weekend. Doesn't happen very often. It's very rare for a big wave 3 to start during the weekend. So we have to keep in mind that there is the potential for a few 1-2s here, meaning, you have a few 1-2s, a bit of a grind during the weekend, and then next week, that is when you fly. That is, of course, again, the bullish scenario, as you don't want to see price moving below this low. But it is weekend, uncommon for the start of a bigger wave 3. So it's just something that I have in mind. With some resistance coming up above us, that's important as well, 65.7k to 66.3k, and this is what we are looking for. So we have a daily 65.7 and 66.3 is the daily naked point of control. So those are the two important resistance areas to the upside. Now, this is the most bullish scenario, as mentioned. 2 in, you move up for a 3. Of course, we can have a couple of 1-2s before liftoff potentially then next week, right? Arguably. This is an important area of resistance. Not just because it is resistance, but also because of the potential bearish and then bullish scenario, because this is still a wave 2 scenario. Let me actually put this on a bit more clear here and make it a different color so that you are clear in what is happening. Make it the same. There we go. So here we have a flat, and that is then a flat structure in your wave 2. So you have your wave 1, and then you have an A, B, C flat structure. Okay. Now in this scenario, you then expect price to reject at the target box, preferably hitting that resistance would actually be nice, and then move towards the downside in a wave C, which should be an impulsive structure. And usually wave Cs tend to be quick, snappy, right? High volume, and like quick move can install some fear as well, fear of buying, for example. Now here, this wave 2 preferably ends before the 4 and especially the 5 fib time. Now the 4 is not an invalidation, but it's not common that a wave 2 goes all the way to the 4 fib time, which is compared to wave 1. So the vertical lines is a fib time from the low to the high of 1. It's this tool over here, right? Trend-based fib time. From the low to the high, comparing wave 1 with wave 2 in time. It's not common for a wave 2 to go all the way to the 4, very uncommon to go to a 5. So it's just probabilities. Probabilities go down once you hit those. Now the 4 fib time is tomorrow morning, Sunday, 5:15 a.m. in the morning. And then we have Sunday the 21st of April, tomorrow 3 p.m. is the 5 fib time. So if we make a new low tomorrow, the probabilities, for a wave 2, they go down, but arguably if you take this high, and we already hit the 886, I'll get to that in a second, from the high to the low, probabilities are higher for a move up. But it's just important to know about this with regards to trade management and the potential that if you get a move down, probabilities, especially after taking this high, will be higher for a bounce and continuation to the upside. Now currently we are here in the orange area. That is a regular flat target. Now there we go again, right? A regular flat is less common compared to an expanding flat. And that is the target here, which is in confluence with the blue box, 66K to 66.5K. The regular flat target area here, 65.2 to 65.6K, okay? Now, that being said, if there's any questions, of course, make sure to ask them after the analysis. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. So, then we have the bearish but then bullish scenario, as here we are looking for a not yet finished impulsive wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Now, as you know, from the previous stream and the update this morning, this wave 4 best would be finished over here. That would be ideal for this wave 4, because then we can count this as either in the wave A, B, C in a running flat, which generally is rare, or a WXY with a flat ABC inside wave Y. Finishing 4 here, and then we look for a continuation to the downside in a wave 5, where we then have a wave 1, 2, and we look for a wave 3 to the downside, and eventually a 4 and a 5 taking the lows, right? That's what this scenario would look for. However, if this is the end of your 4, and we look for an impulse down, we don't want price to take this high. That is the hard invalidation. But the 886, of course, impacts the probabilities for an impulse to the downside. Because if this is the end of your 4 and you look for a 5, you're looking for an impulsive structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 886 is a rare target for a wave 2, common for a wave B or a wave X, increasing the probabilities that any move down is a wave C or a wave Y, which in turn increases the probabilities to move up at a later stage. It's not a wave 2 invalidation, it's just very rare target for a wave 2. And if you've been here on the channel for the past year, you know how, I think it's 100% hit rate in pretty, oh no, that's not true, because we had one 886 touch that I remember for a wave 2 in a diagonal. So it's like a 90% hit rate that was here. I remember this on the 2nd of January. I remember we had a leading diagonal in a wave A, where wave 2 actually hit the 886. But it's very rare for a wave 2 to do that. So in the past year that we have the channel, it only happened maybe a handful of times. It's very, very unrare. So therefore, probabilities increase to sooner or later take that high. Now the hard invalidation for a wave 4 is the 618. So that's why it's on the chart, 67.3K, taken from the high to the low of this wave 3. Reaching this and the probabilities for a wave 4 are invalidated, right? This scenario is already invalidated if price takes the high, which has quite a high probability now because we touched the 886 as explained. Now, an Elliott Wave analyst always needs a bullish and a bearish scenario and has to be able to communicate the probabilities of scenarios. As the probabilities for this scenario have decreased because price touched the 886, increasing probabilities to take that high, invalidating this scenario, ABC or WXY, I started thinking about another bearish scenario, which is not pretty, but at least I have to communicate it because I'm an Elliott Wave analyst. So, again, this is your wave 4. Low probabilities for this. First of all, we don't have a D. This is a triangle, by the way, in case people asked, you would have something like this, right? It's not pretty. It is very long. It has a wave C's hitting rare targets, so low probability compared to then the bullish one. But I have to explain it for the sake of Elliott Wave analysis, right? So at least you know probabilities and you know what to look for. Anyway. Here we then have a triangle in a wave 4. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This triangle is absolutely massive, right? So you have a wave A, B, C, D, E. Now there's a couple of things that really reduce probabilities for this scenario. 1, rules of a triangle. 4 out of the 5 waves have to be simple zigzag structures. A, B, C, 5, 3, 5 up, A, B, C, 5, 3, 5 down. If one of the waves, that's a minimum by the way, it can also be 5 out of 5. If one of the waves is not a simple zigzag, then it's by far most commonly C or D. It is incredibly rare to have E, B, or A being anything else than a simple zigzag. But that is what you see on the chart, because we can't finish wave B here as a simple ABC zigzag, because price took the low, right? So this wave B has to end at this low, meaning it has to then become a WXY. And if this is a WXY, wave Y hit the 0.618 trend-based fib extension taken from the high to the low of W to the high of X, right? Which is a target for a wave Y. It's not the most common for a Y because that's the 1 to the 1.236, but it is a target. So that's at least something, right? Now also here, for this wave C, preferably you see a move down and then another move up to have an A, flatten B, C. Right? The reason that preferably your wave C is not in here is because if we go down for D, right, the 886 is hit. So that's simply, it's not too great to have an 886 touch. So that is why I have this on my chart. Potentially you can have C here and then D here and E here, but you know we'll have to wait and see what price does. Now in this case, if you take a trend-based fib from the low to the high to the low, C would hit the 618 as well, which is a rare target for a wave C, by the way. And then we look for a 3-wave D, 3-wave E, and continuation down. Now you also see the fib times. This scenario will easily take a very long time. Fib time again from the low to the high of 2 to the low of 3 over here, comparing 2 with 4. Preferably a wave 4 is finished before the 6. Would be nice if before the 5, because it's also rare for a wave 4 to actually go all the way to the 5. Those are not invalidations. It's just the moment you hit 5, probabilities go down. The moment you hit 6, probabilities go down because it starts to be very, very, very long. Now the 5 fib time here is Sunday 8 p.m., which is tomorrow Central European time, and the 6 is Tuesday the 23rd at 10 a.m. Central European time. So probabilities aren't great for this scenario because of B being a WXY, right? Wave C here likely has to hit the 618, which is rare for a wave C, and because of the time this scenario will take compared to 2. But at least it is a scenario that we know about, because we always need a bullish and a bearish scenario. Bullish CVD divergences locally have almost played out. This one over here, this one over here now already played out. But this one not yet, because price decided to hover just below the high here, as you can see. So we actually didn't yet, have these bullish CVDs play out. So that's at least something to keep in mind. If price takes this high, the CVDs have played out. What is quite common is that after an 886 touch, price does like to retest the golden pocket. So that is quite an interesting area to see what price does if it does reach the golden pocket here. Does it hold, or do we maybe enter this gap, find support in the gap? But if we close candles in the gap, likely to fill this gap to the downside. It is weekend, as explained. It is rare for the weekend to start a wave 3, as in like get strong continuation, get a wave 3 to the upside, all that stuff. So I do have, from a risk management perspective and of course trading perspective, I at least have the flat in my mind, right? Preferably an expanding flat, reaching the target box. That would be nice, at least. For then an A, B, C up. Or what was the other thing I wanted to say? Or a couple of 1-2s, where you have a few 1-2s and then eventually you move. Just because during a weekend is not great. Wave 4 is not yet invalidated, right? We didn't yet take this high. 886 is a wave 2 target. It's just very rare. So probabilities on the weekly are higher for continuation, meaning trending, meaning bullish. On the 4-hour time frame, probabilities are also higher for the bullish scenarios compared to the bearish scenarios, right? And on the 15-minute over here, probabilities now have also turned towards the bullish side, which means in both cases, either some 1-2s continue or a flat continue. But in the 50-minute, probabilities are higher to move up because we hit the 886 here. So any move down has a higher probability of being corrective. Taking this high here invalidates that wave 4 scenario, right? The ABC or the WXY, increasing the probabilities for the bullish scenario, right? Because that triangle doesn't yet have great probabilities. It's also too early to call. So yeah, that is how the probabilities are at the moment. That is also how probabilities can change and fluctuate depending on what happens, of course. If we take the high, the yes, the no, and if we do continue ranging for a long time, yeah, I mean, the triangle is very ugly, but at least something we keep in mind. So yeah, that being said, time for chatting and Q&A, no? Yeah, let's wait and see what price is going to give us. Oh, that being said, by the way, always, if price goes for a potential flat or if price moves to the downside, proof of support, right? So you have a plan, you have a strategy, right? As a trader, you should have a plan, you should have a certain strategy with entry requirements. You know what you're looking for, and if tick, 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 if you can tick your boxes, then you enter. If price would come to the downside, ABC, or even potentially the bearish scenarios, you always, in all cases, look for proof of support, right? So if price comes down in a high amount of volume, are you waiting for a market structure change? Maybe some local bullish CVD, maybe some RSI, MACD, maybe you're looking at volume, a few 1-2s, and then the moment you start to get volume, that is your entry, right? I am not a guy that catches knives, tries to snipe the low or the high. I trade probabilities. I'm very patient myself. I never actually enter at a high or a low. But that's my style of trading. You can snipe the lows if you have a good plan, good strategy. If we lose the support, probabilities, of course, are higher to move to the downside. right? The bearish scenario is not yet invalidated as long as we don't actually take the high, but the 886 makes it very rare for a wave 2. So always be mindful, right, with regards to what price does. If we do move down, we want to see support, right? Proof of support. Give price some time, wait for a range, then we react, right? That's what we do. At least that is how I trade. So yeah. So we have bullish CVD, by the way, on yellow, higher low in price, lower low on the CVD. And we have locally both bearish on blue, but also bullish on blue, higher low, lower low. So let's give price some time. And you know what I'm looking for. We started at minute 11. So I am actually, by the way, quick email needed, familiar with that. I think the last time I heard about that is actually like 1.5 years ago that I also had it on my chart. I just for checking, I never actually used it. Elliott Wave analysis at minute 11. Now chatting in Q&A. The live chart link isn't working. Oh, sorry. Apparently I turned it off, but it's on again. So I turn it off whenever I'm doing stuff either for Diamond or for myself, and I know based on the amount of clicks on the link in the description of my chart that there is a lot of people keeping an eye on my chart. So whenever I am doing something, even if it's for Diamond and I'm explaining something with regards to position sizing or trading, and I have this on my chart, I'm afraid that people that are looking at my chart with the live chart are thinking, oh shit, you know, time to enter. And that's not what I want, because it can easily be an example explanation, you know, that sort of stuff. So I'm very mindful of when I have my chart on or when I have it on, because there's over 1,000 people that click that link, and many of course could be watching. I'm actually trying to figure out how many. Oh, one second. I'm actually trying to figure out. Oh, 1 second. Let's see if I never know my my login stuff. You know, who else has that problem? That you have like all these passwords and all these emails, and you have no clue which one is actually the correct one. Ah, I got in. So this link in the description for my TradingView chart, has been clicked 7,119 times. So that is why whenever I do something, I don't want to have it open, because I don't want to impact many people. So okay, I need to put this as a pin message. And let me quickly, what do you think about, I'm not really sure what the status is with alts, because I don't trade alts myself, and we do an altcoin analysis once a month, but because I was on holiday last month, we didn't. And I only thought about doing it every first Sunday of the month in the middle of this month. So actually this month we haven't done one. Tomorrow is probably the 10K giveaway stream. By the looks of it, 9,958 subscribers now. Would be cool to hit it tomorrow afternoon. So US is awake, Asia is awake, Europe is awake, everyone can be there. And maybe depending on how things roll, I can have a little look, but it's not going to be an altcoin stream though. As in like focus, because that is what I like to do here. So I want to have a dedicated Altcoin Elliott Wave analysis live streams, which we will do every first Sunday. Quickly have a look at what you guys have been up to. Cheers, Andy. So we answered that question. Hello from Israel. What's up, Shmuel Mordechai? Peter, welcome. Simino, don't think we will see under 30K. 30K, yeah, that's currently not, it's not the highest probability at least. Not at the moment. Yeah, that was an interesting moment. That was the Moon Boys. We're talking about 100, 400, 500K, even on TV. However, I wasn't happy with the volume here. It's one of my best shorts I ever had. Maybe it can help. We didn't reach, but on ETH we reached. Yeah, I heard about, actually people in Telegram, they tagged me with regards to ETH. I don't know, maybe I should have a little look. If you're saying we're never gonna, you're in the wrong place. Yeah, it's all probabilities. So the probabilities aren't high for that to happen, at least. For me, the best is 70K. No, with the all-time high down to 32K. ETF. Bears territory. Please explain to me how it is good to go from Bitcoin to fiat when dollar most likely collapse soon. I mean, you pretty much answer your own question, I suppose. But it's everyone for themselves, right? Some people like to have cash. Others like to have everything in investments. It's a personal decision, I suppose. GB28, good to have you here, man. And cheers, welcome to the channel. And with regards to the alts, so I only trade Bitcoin myself. But this would be something to analyze during a specific altcoin stream, as in pretty much, most of my streams I focus just on Bitcoin. And then we have dedicated altcoin streams for the alts. Yeah, as I'm less is more on the channel. I really focus on Bitcoin and then once a month do the alts on the higher time frames. Greetings from Cape Town. Annie, my wife is from Cape Town, yo. What's up? How you doing? Welcome. If you 64K to 67. Yes, email needed. I admire people trading with Elliott Waves. It takes some time and practice, I suppose. But it's all probabilities. You know the invalidations, know the confirmations, especially the invalidations, as I guess, those quite easily can lead to trades. Actually, in a recent live stream, I think, what was it, chat? 2 days ago, I went over my 4 recent trades in the range here. Showed them in detail and why I entered, what I saw. So this is also an altcoin question for the altcoin stream. Flotty, how are you doing? What if we are in the 4th wave expanded flat? That is, so Vasil, that is what I already covered now. Also, it's a regular flat on a 4-hour at least. But here, if we are going for an expanded flat, you're talking about an A, B, and then a C, right? But then by all means, you still expect this high to be taken as well. So we then have, oh wait, you have the 0.618. I just remembered. You can't have an expanding flat with wave C moving above A because there's not really any room. The 618 is right above the high at 67.3K. So for an expanding flat, you need to take this high, but not hit the 618 and then move down, which probability-wise is of course not great. Because once you take that high, the probabilities are high to continue and hit that 618, which would invalidate a wave 4. So that's why. Yeah. Cheers, Charbel Mana from Lebanon. See, you guys are from everywhere, eh? You're from everywhere. Yellow Yup Candles, nice name there. Dave Digital, how you doing, Dave? What's up? Where's the popcorn emoji? Yeah, so the P, yes, I am. the live chart. Yeah, so we fixed that one. Answer that one. Just as bearish, could it be longer running flat? We were talking about with this being the wave 5. Yeah, but then your wave 4 is so incredibly long, right? If you take a, you know, whatever, even if we take it from here to the last candle to the high, right? You're at the 5, and that's wave 4. Yeah, so you're at the 5, and if we actually make this, if we zoom in a little, it would be a long wave 4, but has potential. So here then 1, 2, 3. Let me go to the 3 minutes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So then preferably this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 1, 2. So yeah, it's either here. This would be of course bad, because then your low is made after the 6, or put it here and then your low is at least made before the 5. So yeah, and that is why I also like to communicate because Pistachio, you're absolutely right? It's at least a scenario we have to keep in mind, but from a probabilities perspective, it is a long structure. And if this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course 5 is quite a bit longer than wave 1. So it's nicer to have a separate structure here, but your hard invalidation for a move towards the downside to take the lows is price taking this high, touching the 618 at 67.3K. So that is the one that's the level we want to see hit, right? As long as you don't hit 67.3K, there's always probabilities to move down. And that is why at the end of the analysis, I hammer so much on proof of support, right? So that if price does move down, even if you take the high for a potential flat, proof of support. Because Pistachio, man, actually, like you're ahead of time, right? I can't look, you know a lot about Elliott waves, but I can't show all of the scenarios to the people in chat, okay? I can, but not every scenario has, of course, high probabilities. You know too much, so you're ahead of the game. So because I can say it, but then people might get confused as there's too many scenarios. So what he is talking about is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a move down to finish a wave 5 and take the low. Is this a scenario? Yes, right? As explained, it's long. I just checked as well. But we didn't yet take the high. A truncated 5 is very, very rare. I just explained an A, B, C. The moment price takes this high, I'm going to be talking about two scenarios. I'm going to be talking about the bullish scenario being a 1, flat in 2, and 3 if price does come to the downside, that is. The bearish scenario is what Pistachio said, is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you continue down. And that is why Pistachio, I spoke a lot about the proof of support, that if price comes down, you need proof of support, right? So this guy, he knows a lot about Elliott waves, which is great because he used to be in the gold membership. He's now a diamond, but he used to be in gold. Learned a shitload about Elliott waves. Yo, Pistachio, not everyone is on the same level, so I can't talk about too much. As long as price doesn't take this high, I don't yet talk about certain scenarios too much, because then it's like the list gets too long. So I only cover the highest probabilities. But yeah, smart move. Yeah. Yo, Christ or Christ, how you doing, man? Cheers. Celebrate the first super on the live stream. Appreciate it, mate. Thanks for the 250. Welcome here as well. Baltic Sunday. Welcome to Diamond. Guys, we didn't even hit 10K and you're throwing like left, right, center. Baltic Sunday. Cheers. Welcome to the Diamond Squad. It's a great group of people as well. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Cute profile picture, by the way. I don't know if that's you and your wife or who knows, fiance, girlfriend. But cheers, man. Welcome to the team. And make sure, Baltic Sunday, to send me an email, koenztrading@outlook.com. It's below in the description. And I'll get you sorted. I will get you in the group tonight, yo. So we do have some bearish CVD divergences, by the way. as you can see, price moving down, CVD is moving up. A bit of bearish CVD, very, very locally, increasing probabilities to at least take the lows that we have over here, right? So it's all about management, all about management. We did touch the 886. I want to see where the golden pocket is as well. Let me go back up. Where were we? We were here. Dexter, welcome. So what I like about the P cycle, I suppose, is that a lot of, especially, I guess it's an indicator that many people use. And the moment it flashes, some like the dot or whatever it is, people might get very excited. And what I then like to see is price moving down. So it flashes something, maybe a little move up, then get a crash, and then move up, and then move up afterwards. But I don't know when it showed anything, so I'm not really up to date. I love to use one password. What levels does flat B possibility start to go lower? If you pass the 1.618, which is at 67.1k. Cheers, Ugor. Jack, what's up? How you doing? Ah, yeah, total 3, yeah. Maybe that's something to look at tomorrow. Only A can be a WXY. That's correct, Blaster. How you trade Elliott Waves when there's so many trade probabilities? So the probabilities, how do you trade Elliott Waves? I think I need to refer you to my recent stream where I explain exactly how I traded the past couple of days. Let me quickly find it for you and I'll link it in chat. The timestamp is in that live stream, but that will answer all of your questions. Because I get the question quite often about how do you trade Elliott Waves? So let me find it for you. It was like what, yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, there we go. I found it. 1 second. Up. So to Dog of Crypto Street, check this link and you gotta check timestamp 31 minutes and 58 seconds. And I talk about 4 trades I've taken in the past couple of days in detail. Roberto Pinto, holy moly. We sell or we wait. That depends on your plan and your strategy, of course. So the best thing to do is to develop a plan or a strategy. And yeah, that takes time. But it is the best thing, arguably, in my opinion, what you can do. So building a plan, building a strategy, and there are 6 steps that I will tell you or I explain to you in a second, which have to do with the 6 steps. Okay, are you ready, everyone? Get your pencils out. What's up, guys? Floria Côte d'Azur, welcome. How you doing? Okay, so step number 1, if you want to increase your probabilities of being a consistently profitable trader, there are 6 steps that will really help you out, and I can recommend it to everyone. Okay, so step number 1 is try as many free tools as you can in TradingView indicators, right? Step number 2, find your favorites and build statistics on them, right? If this happens, right, write a statement in Excel, then say if it happened, yes, no, total percentage. I can show you my data from the past as an example, but I don't have it open. So just collect data on some of your favorite tools, then combine some of the favorite tools that showed good statistics, right? And now you're creating a strategy. So step 1, try as many free tools as you can. Step 2, find your favorite tools, build statistics. Step 3 is combine some of these favorite tools, build more statistics, because now you're creating a strat. Step 4 is tweaking and adjusting. Add a tool, remove a tool, build more statistics. Step 5 is start trading your strategy and work on your trading mentality, trading psychology. Step 6 is then start trading it, increase or you're already trading it with 5, but step 6 is increase your portfolio size slowly so you can get used to bigger losses, because getting used to bigger wins is of course easy, but it's about getting used to bigger losers. So yeah. Cheers again. Oh wait, Jeroen also coming in hot. Wait. Yeah, Jeroen is also in diamond. So yeah, Baltic Sunday, cheers, man. Once again, welcome to the team. The bearish local CVD divergences, it seems like they are playing out there. How long since the start of the stream? You can probably see that in the time bar at the bottom of the stream, which should show you 54 minutes. Cheers, Andrew. Not sure who it is, but anyone has their choices, but appreciate you hanging out here. Welcome to the channel as well here tonight. Solana Alts is during the altcoin streams, first Sunday of the month. Sesame seed. What's the sub count? 1 second. Sub count is 9,962. So yeah. Jeroen, by the way, cheers, man. Like, his hard-earned money today driving in the Mercedes Vito for DHL, gifting a membership to Navanjana Vishvakanta. Holy moly. Jeroen, cheers, man. Thanks. But Navanjana, send me an email, koenztrading@outlook.com, and I will bump your membership up to silver, because it's a gold gift, and I always bump it's a bronze gift, and I always bump them up to silver. Uno secondo. Seems like Melissa, Missy, and Dave know each other. Yeah, the guys are everywhere. Zeus, do you have a course? Yeah, it's the gold membership, which is all my Elliott Wave brains in a course pretty much. You can easily finish that in a month. Most people stay in gold for a month and then either go silver, diamond, or they leave. But most people actually move to silver. Small portion goes to diamond, and a small portion leaves. Based on the statistics, that is. If we are close to 10K, I can drop the link in a couple of Discords to see if we... No, not now. I don't have time to do giveaways. Pistachio too smart. No, I don't have time to do giveaways and stuff now. So it would be best to hit it tomorrow. Pretty sure we can hit it tomorrow. 9,964. Guys, I urge you not to hit 10K tonight, please. I gotta go actually now anyway, so it's lowers the probabilities, I suppose, of it hitting the 10K mark. Double top, yeah. At the moment, there's definitely a bit of a double top. We also have some bearish CVD divergences here. Price moving down, CVD moves up. Bearish CVD. Did it already? It did already play out as price took the low though. But it's still important. So some absorption of market longs with limit shorts. As mentioned, it is weekend. I generally don't really like starting wave 3s in the weekend. It's better to actually do that during the week. The beginning of a week tends to be volatile, like Monday, Tuesday. Those are great days to start something. So step 7, read step 1. Exactly. Usually you stick around at like step 4. I'm managing my positions, but can't just share it. I don't want to influence at the moment. Of course, the 886 has been hit, so naturally, from an Elliott Wave point of view, probabilities are higher to see the highs taken here before looking for the lows. That's correct, Olivier. That is correct. Mr. Sieb, I don't know. I mean, not too many, but yeah, a few joined. Yeah. So here, bearish CVD locally, right? Flat to 80k on the 4 hours from all-time high. That would be something, man. Go to like 80 and then move down again. Oh wait, you're talking just about an impulse. Yeah, that's possible. 80k, yeah, no problem. Absolutely. Don't FOMO. About Planet Watch Crypto. I don't know what you mean with this one though. Vitalian, how are you doing? Wait. Guys, what you doing? Look at you go. We didn't hit it. 9,964, guys. Vasil Miron. Welcome to the Diamond Club. Cheers, man. Or woman, or you never know who you talk to nowadays. That's the thing, right? But Vasil, welcome. Yeah, there's actually quite a few in the chat. Cheers, Vasil. Welcome to the club. Now, send me an email. You know how it works. koenztrading@outlook.com, and I will make sure to get you sorted tonight, and probably send an email back tomorrow morning. But welcome. It will be fruitful. Lots to learn. Of course, you're also then in gold and in silver, so it's the whole shebang. So. So the bearish CVDs here, right? They played out. Price moving down. Vasil. I wonder if it's Vasil Miron. It sounds very French in a way. French name. Exactly, Christian. The others also joining, by the way. I see. Pop. That answer is... I don't even know what Planet Watch Crypto is, so my answer to that would be no. And if someone spams here in the channel, I have a very nice button as well, so I don't recommend it. As long as I get a hoodie tomorrow, all good. Yeah, this one is on the giveaway list. It's navy blue, gray inside the cap. And of course the logo in the front. Maybe I have to position it a little bit higher, but yeah, it's nice. I just wanted to order one in advance to check the quality. Now I did buy expensive stuff because I do like quality, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy. So yeah, it's good stuff. It's also very nicely on top of the hoodie, like the logo. I like it. I like it. Yeah, good stuff. Sunny Italy. What's up, Berghoff? How you doing? Welcome from rainy Netherlands. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Sun, rain, sun, rain, sun, rain. Yeah, I know. But my wife just got out of bath. I can hear it. So, the probabilities of the Elliott wave counts are mentioned at the analysis. At the end of the analysis, I always talk about the probabilities. So on the weekly, bullish. On the 4-hour, bullish. On the 15, probabilities are higher to sooner or later take this high over here. Then observe the reaction at the box. If you move down, probabilities are higher for a C or a wave Y, just because the 886 increases probabilities for this high to be a corrective high and not an impulsive high. So any move down has a higher probability of being corrective, not impulsive. It's all probabilities. Beautiful Roten Bay Islands. I have never ever heard from this. There's no way. It's an island in Honduras. Roten. Wait, you live here, mate? Roten Bay Islands? Is this this is like where you stay? Is this your thing here? That would be sick, eh? Cheers, Gwendizu. Thanks, man. Also, thanks for being here for such a long time already. No? Alta Gang popping in for some big brain alpha. TRD Farmer, how you doing? Alta Gang, what's up, guys? Hope Alex is doing good or treated you well today with his analysis. Candle Daddy, TRD Farmer, Dave Digital, all spamming the orders. Listening while doing the dishes. I tend to also watch stuff when I do dishes myself. Yeah, Mark, how you doing, man? How much do you see to build up the 5 wave to the downside? So we do have some bearish CVDs locally, but these have now played out. So if we are really looking for downside, what I would like to see is so price moving down, see a bit of a bounce. So generally, what I like to see is stuff like we had. We had that here as well. But what I would then be looking for is price moving down, bounce, range, and then creating lower highs again, more bearish CVDs. Right. So that's something that I would be looking for price to move down already. The golden pocket is somehow always important after an 886 touch. So it will be interesting to see how price reacts there, as this is generally quite an important level for either moving back up or moving to the downside. Where are you from? The Netherlands. The Netherlands. Dutchy. I mean, I'm 50% Dutch and 50% French. So, Christian, no worries. Luckily, you can always move back in the live stream. Chills, Vasil. Been here from the beginning. A very long time indeed. Were you part of the 100 in Discord? I gotta check the list. I don't know out of my head everyone was there. French Toaster, welcome. Bonsoir. You're the best. Cheers, Ignatius. Doing my best. I'm doing my best. So, yeah. So, luckily, most of the cases, we good. But, yeah, cheers, man. Appreciate it. Just sharing whatever I see. And hopefully it's useful for all your lot. Is this the B of the 3 ending diagonal of 5? Is this the B of wave 3 in an ending diagonal 5? Is this the B in 3 of an ending diagonal 5? 1, 2, 3. Wait, so in 5, that's a 1, but that must end here. 1. But then, so this must be, in a 3. 1, 2. Oh, so, okay, 3, and then you're looking for a move down. As long as you don't take this high, a potential ABC is not off the cards. Would be a very deep C, though. Would be a C that is extended. And it is weekend as well. So Usually we range during the weekend. We also hit the 886, of course, so that's something to note. But yeah, not yet looking for it. I wouldn't mind seeing price at least take the lows once more, just to reset the bullish sentiment in the market. But that's also why I say that if price comes down, which I wouldn't be surprised weekend, you know, either in a flat or 1, 2, 3, but proof of support is super important. Sweaty sweater. Buckslide. Wait, Martin W. Trackmania driver. Buckslide straight to 10K. Pretty much. 9,966. So we're getting there. Did the photos come in? Not yet. Not yet. Still waiting. 6 to 8 weeks. So they still have some time. So he's talking about the wedding photos. Any new subs? There are. We got a few more. Where are you from? The Netherlands. The Netherlands. 40 left. 34. Don't do it tonight, guys. Don't do it tonight. I gotta go. With this 5 wave, I mean, really down to end up the yeah. So you're talking about the end of the well, basically the bull market, but the probabilities are highest for this to be corrective, and a wave 4 can go all the way down to 49.3K, which would be the deepest target. Do you see a cup and handle? Oh yeah, you talk about this cup handle, but I don't trade patterns, so I you know, even with a cup and handle, you now in the handle want to see proof of support, of course. 100K and the kebab is on me. I'll remember that one. I'll remember 100K. Give me a few years. Give me a few years, and I'll get your kebab. Okay, everyone. Am I the only one to hit the like button? What's up, Greedy? Jeez. Everyone, I have to go. So, wifey out of bath. It's time for a little bit of relaxing. 9,669, beautiful number to end it with. Please, and I urge you, please do not reach 10K tonight. I would love to catch it live on stream. So if you watch this, don't press the subscribe button, which sounds ridiculous. Do it tomorrow during the live stream so we can catch it live all together, not when I'm sleeping and that sort of stuff. I don't care if you even unsub and then sub again tomorrow, but it would be really nice. Tomorrow during the live stream, there's a really high chance we're going to hit 10K. I'm going to do a giveaway, right? In the description of this live stream, there is a video link which explains how to enter the raffle with the giveaway. So you can check that out. We're going to do 10 silver memberships, 10 gold, 3 diamond memberships, 5 hoodies, one I'm wearing now, 5 Koens branded t-shirts, 5 Koens branded caps, and I have a surprise for everyone. Yeah, that being said, have a very good evening, morning, afternoon, night, wherever you live in the world. Danny Kadzo, welcome. I unfortunately have to leave now, but cheers, welcome to the channel, and hopefully see you tomorrow because it's going to be a very exciting live stream. Let's try to catch 10K during the live stream, okay? Not before. 30 subscribers left. Please don't do this to me. So I'll see you tomorrow to hit 10K, okay?